Hello, welcome back. How is everyone today? I am here to do a reading for the collective. I have been notified, I mentioned this in my last video, but I've been notified that my videos have not been coming through people's feeds that typically watch me every day. So please subscribe. So you just hit the subscribe button and then you hit the bell, and the bell will give you a notification when I post. And I do post daily, not the weekends, but I do post daily. And if you are wanting to continue to see my videos, please do that, and then you won't lose them through all of the feed. Everything is changing. The algorithms are changing. Okay. Wow. The High Priestess. We have had this 3 days in a row. This is crazy. There is a lot happening right now with people that are going to the next level. There's like these quantum leaps, these timeline shifting. There is so much here, and they're saying be connected, stay connected, making sure that you are really being in the space that you are listening to your guidance. And look at this, the Knight of Pentacles. This is movement forward where you're going, but this is also the slowest knight in the deck, meaning that what you are building, what you are doing, what you are creating, what you are trying to manifest in your life, it may not come in super fast, but it is in a space where you are building sustainability, building something that is strong and that will last. Okay, last a lifetime. The Queen of Wands. This is amazing. I love this. The Queen of Wands, she is one of my favorite cards in the deck. She is very confident. She is in a space where she knows what she wants. She goes for it. She chases after whatever it is that is in alignment for her. And the more that we chase what is in alignment, and I don't mean chases, we shouldn't have to chase our dreams, but being in a space where we move toward them is a space that we are really moving to more abundance, more happiness, more joy in our life. And yeah, we're going to see what else I can get for what that might be. Um, they're telling me for you to plant seeds for the future, planting seeds that are making you be comfortable in your life, making you move toward what is truly your calling, what is, if that is, even for better health, start planting the seeds of what you need to do to have that better health. Prepping meals, or, things like that, whatever this pertains to you. Okay. Um, okay, 10 of Wands. I'm feeling like there's a space here for you to walk away from something or someone, okay? Someone that maybe hasn't been honest with you. It's like it's time to move away from them. And this could be a job for some of you, but moving away from what isn't serving you, what that you make. I'm almost feeling like it's someone that you can't trust any longer. So moving away from that relationship, that friendship, whatever that is, and knowing that once you move away from it, once you break free from it, the weight comes off your shoulders. You are not going to realize the weight that has been lifted and how much you've been carrying this whole time until you break free from it. Okay. She moves toward what feels better, what feels right, what brings joy. And that is what this person is doing. Yeah, and the 10 of wands, she's facing the queen. When I set it down, she's facing that queen. So moving toward what feels good, what feels right, looking into what feels lighter in your life, letting go of the burdens, letting go. Okay, you will know what this is because you are connected. You are connected to something that is bigger than you. And they're just showing that you don't have to make a snap decision. You can sit with it. You can feel it out, but moving toward that direction. Okay. Um, this is a justice card. This is all about, finding that space where you will know that if you continue to be in a space where you are not honored, your life is going to feel like it's not, you're not being honored for, you're not in that abundance. You might not be feeling like you're receiving. But if you can move away from the things, it does not necessarily have to be people, but it could be things that are not working in your favor. If you can move away from there, that is where you will get the justice. The things that really mean a lot are going to start coming back to you because you're honoring yourself. You're putting yourself in the forefront. So in turn, you will receive the things that are important to you. There's something here about making sure you have a clear mind, making sure that once you make a decision that sticks. It's like when you are no longer in alignment with something, a career, something, a project, and you're just like, I can't wait for it to be done. And then you are done it and then you get back into it. You're not honoring yourself in that. Um, sometimes we do projects and we feel like that is what we need. That's what we are meant to do. And then things start rolling. And then we discover that maybe it isn't for us any longer. Okay. It doesn't make it wrong doing it. There's lessons in there. There's things that you need to know, all of those things, but they're just showing me when you honor yourself and walk away from the things that no longer serve you, that is where you're going to start receiving the abundance. There's some kind of a surprise coming once you let go of someone or something that is not, that is dishonest. Okay. Uh, but this is for you to be creative on how you move forward. They're showing me it's not like any other time for you that you've walked away from something, or you're not in the same space you were when you left behind something else. This one is different. This one is a complete breakthrough, break free. Okay. It's like cutting the cords and it's done. It's over with. Okay. So there's something here for you to understand that you are taking your integrity with you. You are taking your skills with you. You're taking your knowledge with you, because that knowledge is going to take you to a space where it won't happen again, or you won't have to go through those trials again. Okay. But because it's going to be such a big weight off your shoulders, and you see how much you should be honored, and to be able to receive all that you give, whether that's love, whether that's, your career, your health, something like that. You'll see that you're worthy of receiving more. And if you don't receive that, then it's not an energetic match. Okay. Your path, there's definitely a new path coming for you. Yeah, have the courage. It just says have the courage to follow your path. Number 36, which adds to 9. 3 and 6 is 9. There's definitely an ending coming for something, but it's creating a new path, which is always brings you joy, right? If you're following what makes you feel good and makes you feel right, you're going to find that happiness, that joy. Uh, they're showing me being gentle with yourself through this process, but they're also showing me that this is a new rebirth. This is like plant the seeds to what you want to happen next and move forward in that. Okay. And then we have power. Focus on your needs. So really be in a space where you can really truly be where you can receive all that you deserve. Be in a space where someone doesn't take that power away. Because if you're walking away from a relationship or, friendship, family, whatever the dynamics are, that is saying that you're honoring yourself. You're taking that power back and you're not letting someone control you or be in a space where they are I'm hearing manipulation. It's like now you know what you need to do, and it's worth it because I'm seeing a brand new, like, happy life, like a big house and all of the things that you've been wanting. I see that coming, but they're showing me with the Knight that it may be slow going because this time you are planting the seeds and you are doing all that you need for care for that seed to be the strongest seed it could be, to be the most abundant seed plant. All of that. They're just showing me that there is something, and they're also showing me the ivy. And the ivy, usually you think of an ivy that grows, it's really slow. It's like, oh my goodness, like when is this going to grow? And then all of a sudden it somehow just takes off and it is abundant, right? So they're just showing me that this might be slow going, which is fine because you're building that structure of it's like building the house with the three pegs, right? You can build really fast and make it not withstanding, or you can build it the right way that is strong and durable. That is where you're moving toward. This next step, however that relates to you, is strong, it's durable, it is a space where things are going to be finally in your favor is what they're saying. But I take a look at this path. I shouldn't show this card. I take a look at this path. It is straight. There's no bumps in the road. There is no uphill climb. It's just a nice path. So this is what you're building. When you move away from the things that and honoring yourself, life does get easier. It may get a little bumpy at the first to make the decision and get through some things, or miss your friend that you are no longer going to be friends with because they don't honor you, they don't allow you to have boundaries, whatever. All of that, and sometimes you go through the mental things with that, sometimes you go through the hurt, the pain, but then once you release that and cut those cords, it becomes so much easier. You start realizing that you're worth more, that you're valuing yourself. That is why you chose this path. All of that adds up to more abundance in your life. Okay. Action. So taking action on what is needed here. They're showing me celebrating yourself, as well as making sure that if you are moving in another direction, say from a friendship, making sure that the friends that you are with moving forward are trustworthy and on not necessarily sides, but where you can really know that they are cheering you on for you, okay? And making sure that you are honoring yourself enough to not go back into those traps, okay? Knight of Swords and the King of Swords. And then the two, okay, the Death, that's the ending, and the Fool, the ending and the beginning. Love it. So definitely something is ending in order for you to have this beginning. But they're just saying, don't take your time at breaking free. If this reading doesn't suit you, then it's not for you. It is not for everyone. So just take it for what it is. But they're saying stop to smell the roses, but don't stop too long, where you start convincing yourself to go back into feeling like you are the bad person by setting up a boundary. If you feel you need a boundary, there's something about honoring yourself, and don't stop long enough to let someone convince you that you're wrong. If you truly feel that this is for you, okay? I'll never tell anyone to leave a relationship, a career without, doing their own due diligence and finding another job first or anything like that. So that's not what this is about. This is about you listening to yourself, okay? And what you require. Knight of Swords, really, they're just showing me with this, it's like, and then you got the King of Swords, okay? They're just showing me that standing strong in who you are, but you don't have to do anything that is hurtful to anyone. You don't have to do anything, well, I'll show you or whatever type thing. This is about following your own guidance, your own integrity. You don't have to say anything. It's like this, I'm just honoring myself, and that's that. No more, no less, right? You don't have to do any, how do I say this? It's like, you don't have to do anything bad to the person because they maybe have done something bad to you. Does not mean you need to have revenge, okay? That is not what this is about. That becomes a karmic cycle for everyone, okay? So, breaking free and moving on. You owe it to yourself to not, to just, sometimes, here's what they're giving me for an example. It's like, no is a final, or is a complete sentence. I don't have to explain myself. I don't need, you know what? I'm honoring myself. It's a no. That's it. I don't have to, I don't owe everyone an explanation. Okay. That is what they're saying. Okay. So take the time to really sit with what you need to honor yourself in the journey of breaking free from something, okay? Look at this. The Empress, well, it says the Earth Mother here, but it is the Empress. It is the new beginning. It is creation. It is, the Empress has no ceiling. So you can be in a space where you're not being honored and you walk away and you go to another space and there's no ceiling for you to, the abundance, the love can be even bigger than what you ever imagined. And that's what's coming when you can honor yourself in chasing what makes you feel happy, and that comfortable space of knowing that you're loved the way you deserve to be loved. Yeah, I love this. And keeping that connection. So that is what I have for you today. I hope that made sense. And if it resonates, take it. If not, please do leave it. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell, and you will get my videos in your feed again. Thank you, and I hope you have a magical day. Much love.